Well, convincing children, especially of that age, is very difficult. They have their own mind, they have their own trajectory. If few students are already meditating, then it would make a big difference. In any college or school, or where some students are meditating, some teachers are also meditating, then it makes a lot of difference there. See. In IIM Ahmedabad also, if there are few students, like-minded people, instead of focusing only on few students in a class, if the news spreads out that let's have a science and spirituality club, for example, many colleges these days they have these clubs, youth club, science and spirituality club, and you can invite some good speakers from Ahmedabad itself, business people like Punit Lalbhai. I think he's a benefactor of your institution, Sanjay Lalbhai. You invite them to give a talk on management and role of meditation in management. It will go miles and miles in their favor if they listen to them carefully, because both of them, father and son, they are in business world. They are benefactors at IIM Ahmedabad. And students will have sympathetic eyes, and they'll be also receptive listening to the guys who had established IIM in Ahmedabad. See, and so you need to invite such dignitaries at your institution and ask them to give a talk, the role of meditation in management. That will help a lot actually. There is a lot of stigma also that people who meditate they are considered loony or lunatics. But I think let them, there are people who make fun. There are many people who used to make fun of me also when I used to meditate. And I lost a lot of friends also because I used to meditate. But that's okay. That's all right. Now, when we analyze the lifestyle of people now I'm 66. When we started meditation, I was 19 or 20 years of old. So there is a 46 years of gap. Now, when we see the lifestyle of and the outcome of meditation in my life and others who were meditating versus those who were not meditating, you can see a clear difference in happiness quotient, if you might like to call it, or overall satisfaction in people's lives. You can see in children of people who are meditating and children of people who are not meditating. There is a vast difference. I mean, this difference, if I have to compare and say this is the difference, you cannot quantify and say this is a difference because the gap is so wide. It is like, as we say in Hindi, Zameen Asman ka fark hai. So meditation, to me, earlier we start, better it is. Many reasons. One primary reason is if you meditate before marriage, your entire cellular system gets attuned to a special vibrations. Your chromosomes, your genetic pattern also gets attuned to a different wavelength. Now, when such is the case, you are able to transmit the genetic package to your children, which otherwise will not be there. You may start, let us say, after 30, 40, 50. But will you be able to transfer such genetic pattern to your children? It's impossible. Second thing, when you wait for such an age, you can't even sit properly. You'll be moving your legs and arms and your back so many times because older you get, your body does not cooperate with you. You can't sit long enough and meditate. Not only meditation, but I would say getting married very early is also beneficial to you. Because you will learn soon in your life, if not now, later on, that when you become grandparents, and when you become grandparents at the age of 70, you can't even lift your grandchild. Imagine if you get married at 30 plus and have children, and then those children will also delay. How old will you be? Maybe you might not even see your grandchildren. So it's best getting married early is good. Now, on a different topic, just you have asked us a question on meditation at early age. I would like to also emphasize, though it's not your question, why marry earlier? Suppose you have a child when you are 30 or 32. Within 15 years, you will hit menopause. At that time also, your child will be teenager, adolescence. You are going through hormonal changes. Your child is also going through hormonal changes. You are in mood swings. Child is also learning how to adjust his or her own life because of this adolescence. House remains in turmoil. You can't understand your child can't understand you, and there is a hell. And so think over the consequences of our timing in so many things. I had also shared with someone that it is good to cross the heart region and enter the Brahman Mandal as early as possible. We have main 16 chakras, 13 including the heart and above, and 3 below. One is Manipur, Swadhisthana, and Muladhara. Total 16 chakras. Now, when we cross this, Pinda Pradesh, and enter the Brahman Mandal, this is the 6th chakra and 7th chakra. Between 7th and 8th, there are 2 more sub-points. Babuji Maharaj calls them the point of passion and point of Saraswati. Point of Saraswati is where all knowledge opens up to you, which is good. But while going through this journey between 7 and 8, then you have still to cross many other points. You are also touching the passion point. Now, if you delay your spiritual journey, and let us say you are traveling through this spiritual point when you are 75 years of age, and when you are experiencing the environment prevailing at the passion point, you feel almost like a teenager as far as your libido is concerned, as far as your spiritual appetite, sexual appetite is concerned. All of a sudden, you will have so much of sexual drive, you will start wondering, what has become of me? I am a spiritual person. I have been practicing it for so many years, and now in my old age, I am feeling this sort of experiences. You will feel ashamed of yourself. So sooner, while in fact, if you were 40, let us say, or 35, and you are going through this journey, touching passion point is normal. Oh, it's okay. You won't feel ashamed at that moment. So there are many benefits actually. Disadvantages are many. First of all, you cannot sit long enough. And if you cannot sit long enough and meditate, what becomes of your spiritual journey? It's an end of it. You have to wait for another birth, another good parents who can give you good sanskars and bring you to such a system like Sahajmar. Who knows if you are reborn somewhere in China or in Africa? And wishing that I should be born with the same parents, it's not going to happen because who knows, your parents might get liberated and move on and don't come back again. So think seriously about spiritual path. And many of us who have been practicing Sahaj Marg so well, ensure that we complete our journey as early as possible. Don't delay unnecessarily.